This Headless Professor video is about the conjunctive approach to decision making, specifically how it relates to finding the job that's best for you. The algorithm of the conjunctive process is to list the essential criteria by which all alternatives will be judged. Then we list all available alternatives, and we eliminate those alternatives that fail in meeting any of the essential criteria. And then we accept whatever is left over. If none of the alternatives satisfy all of our initial criteria, perhaps we have to go back and adjust those initial criteria and lower them a little bit so that at least something might be successful. Let's take a look at an example. We're going to go to a very useful website called Glassdoor. And what I'm going to do is to enter several criteria for a job, and we'll see what pops up. The first thing I have to do is to talk about what kind of career I want. So I'm going to type in a couple of words: professor, faculty, and then it wants to know, where do I want to find this job? Well, let's suppose I'm looking for a position in Chicago. Specifically, I'm interested in that zip code of the Gold Coast. So let's see, that's Chicago. And I'm looking for jobs. So what I've done is I've entered a couple of criteria already, one being the job title and the other being the location. Now I'm going to click on Filters, and it will allow me to come up with several other criteria. So the first criterion is, when was this job announced? Let's say I'll accept anything in the last month. The next criterion is distance. Well, I want to get it in the exact location. I want a great location so I don't have to drive through the Chicago snow. Let's suppose I'll accept any company, any industry that has a professor or faculty. It's probably going to be higher education. Now here's an important factor: salary. So I'm going to take this up, and let's see, what's the minimum salary I would accept? Let's say $144,000. So I'm going to apply the filters, and let's see what comes up. Only one job comes up that meet all of my very stringent criteria. Director of Laboratory Hematology, Hematopathology at University of Chicago. Well, my degree is from University of Chicago, but unfortunately it was not a degree relevant to hematology. So while this job meets all of my criteria, I may not meet all the criteria specified in the job announcement. I guess I'll have to go back and lower some of my criteria. Perhaps I'll have to ask for a lower salary, or be willing to drive up to Evanston to get a job at Northwestern University. Anyway, that's how the conjunctive decision-making approach works, and how it works specifically using the Glassdoor website.